It's the first day of my scuba dive certification course. I'm sitting in this smelly basement classroom, and I'm smiling, but I'm panicking. Because for my entire life, I have been afraid of sharks in any kind of water. Like a lake or a river, even a good-sized pool. I know that it is irrational. I also know there's a photo of me on the fridge in my mom's house. I'm 4 years old, I'm standing in front of a swimming pool, and I'm crying my eyes out because that little boy is picturing sharks hurtling toward him. And now I'm an adult, and every summer of my life, even the thought of swimming fills me with dread. Now, summer is a time to relax, to unwind, and for some reason I decide this is gonna be the summer that I'm gonna face my fear of sharks. And I go home and I sign up for this scuba dive course in Lake Champlain. It's a courageous half step. Class begins and we learn hand signals and safety skills, and then we're paired up with our dive buddy. And mine is Tanya, and she's the wife of a dive master. And Tanya doesn't know it yet, but I'm a real short straw dive buddy for her. There is a panic attack in my immediate future, I'm sure of it. And then we're driving to the beach. We're putting on the gear and we're wading out into the water. And as soon as we go beyond where I can touch, all I can picture are sharks swimming all around me. Every second, every sound, I think will be my last. And my hands are shaking. I think I'm actually sweating in this freezing cold lake water. And my mind is shutting down. And so I need something to focus on. So I look over at Tanya. And Tanya is going through something. She's floating on her back. She's looking into the sky. She's not talking to me. And I think this is not how I saw this going. I don't know if you've ever had to improvise a motivational speech to a catatonic, complete stranger. It will not go perfectly. I began with, "Hey, Tanya, do you do yoga?" Because you should. I mean, not now, but you should do yoga. I've done 2 classes of yoga, so I feel qualified to share something I've learned, which is, if you have a thought that's overwhelming you, to just focus on your breath. And Tanya doesn't say anything, but I can tell she's listening, so I keep going. I said, now take that thought and picture it like a note, and tie that note to the leg of a bird. Because there's a string on the note, I should have said that, and there's a bird, also should have said that, and there's a window. You're gonna wanna open the window for the bird. This has gone off the rails. It sounded way cooler when Yogi Patrick did it. I try to take the pressure off. I say, Tanya, look, we don't even have to dive. We can just float here. It's a beautiful day, and I don't know about you, but I am loving how it feels to pee in this wetsuit. And that's when I find myself saying something I had not planned to say. I say, hey, Tanya, do you know why I'm in this class? I'm in this class because I'm afraid of sharks in any kind of water, like a lake or a river or a good-sized pool. And Tanya laughs because everyone laughs. But I also believe that every minute you face a fear, you are 1 minute less afraid. I just have to do this minute. If you want, we can just do this minute. And that's when the worst possible thing happens. Tanya completely recovers, puts on her mask, and gives me the hand signal to descend. And I think, yeah, thumbs down, Colin. Why did you do such a good motivational speech? And then we slip effortlessly down into this whole other world where sunlight streaks around us. There are so many fish to look at, and all we can hear is the sound of our own breath. I look up at the surface, it's 25 feet above me, and I realize that for the first time in my life, I am in water, and I am totally calm. 6 months later, I dive down to 65 feet in the very much shark-inhabited waters of Bali, and I am terrified, but I make myself do it anyway, because down there it is truly the blue world. Colorful fish, coral reef, sea turtles. At one point, my dive guide sneezed underwater. That's a visual you'll never forget. And down on the ocean floor, I think about that 4-year-old boy crying next to a pool, and I think, you are not going to believe where this story is going to take you. And all you need to know to do is to take that thought and tie it to the leg of a bird. And when that doesn't work, focus on your breath, find a buddy, feel the fear but act anyway, and remember, every minute you face a fear, you are 1 minute less afraid. Thank you.